Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never...
No. I'll start it off. Jesus fucking Christ. This movie was a goddamn train wreck.
Oh, you're wearing a shirt?
No, I'm not wearing a shirt underneath it. My shirt is on your knee.
You're now embarrassed to be wearing that. Oh, so
Yeah, because it wasn't before.
See this? This is a Smurfs 2 jacket that I wore for the premiere of this motherfucking thing. I will not be attending the convention coming up in fucking 2 weeks, whatever. So my contribution to any of you who may be going to this con is I will autograph this, and you will now have an opportunity to literally wear my anger. Is that what you used to fix the tripod with some bunch of tape?
It's been like that for a while. I really need to get another one.
You really do. It may be time to invest. I know you don't like them, but they do serve a purpose.
He's laughing at the fact that I got, what kind of tape is that? Like, painting tape?
It looks like... It doesn't look like painting tape.
Yeah.
I don't even know... Where did you get this tape?
It was just sitting over there. It was like, just like clear, long clear tape on the... like that.
It's like packing tape.
Yeah,
packing.
It's packing tape. That's what's holding my tripod up. So sometimes maybe in a video you might see the camera like halfway through go like... like that. That's because the tape needs adjusted. I really need another tripod.
You really need to fix that donate button. I did not realize that the website was doing this poorly, that we have to use packing tape for all of our equipment.
I can't even afford socks. Are you kidding me?
What they decided to go with is Mike Wazowski's and Sullivan's college days, which, I don't know about you, but when I think college, I think family entertainment.
That's right.
Because that's exactly what everyone in college is doing. Family-oriented shit.
That's what my college experience was. I went to an art school in Chicago. You better believe it was just wholesome, fun entertainment every single night.
Absolutely. So,
actually, there's a lot of crying alone in your room, but whatever. I'm not here for semantics.
What if I send you to the better-looking movies?
I don't think there's
much. What ones are the better-looking movies?
Next week is Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Shoot the fucking monkeys! You are telling me that you give a fucking monkey some super fucking serum and it makes him smart that he's invulnerable to a fucking bullet
but there's
in
a lot
the
of
fucking head?
There's like...
There's a lot of bullets!
There's like 20 or something.
Oh my god! How do you stop 20 monkeys? How the hell did they get
My fucking Tech 9 will stop 100 monkeys.
Get them to try to screw in a light bulb.
You know how we endangered them to begin with? We shot them in the head! Shoot the fucking monkeys in the head in the movie.
I feel really bad that like the one like great kids movie Irving's not here.
Fuck that guy.
Well, I figure we both owe Jake a kids movie, so this pretty much clears our slate.
This does not clear either one of your two slate. At all, period. Especially you.
Well, now, you said you're going to take her to a kids movie to clean the slate.
Bam!
Of my choosing, not one that she genuinely wanted to see. Okay, you're going to go see Oogie Love.
I am busy August 29th.
You are not busy August 29th.
What are you possibly doing on August 29th?
To be determined.
We can't go see it in September. It won't be August anymore.
I swear, the next person who says Oogus, I'm going to choke.
You started it.
I did not. She did.
I was just following your lead.
What do you want from me? I'm supposed to be irate at bad movies. I saw a good movie and I got nothing.
Jesus. You see, you broke this man. He doesn't know what to say anymore. It's not shit. He has no reply.
It's not those people who broke me. It was Brad who broke me. Prick.
Hey, it was their insistence on commenting and liking all the videos we went to go see that caused Brad to be like, hey, Maybe they should go see all the crap movies.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel, though, that they request I go see the good movies? And you're just like, Jake, dude, when are you gonna go see Chipwreck? I'm just saying, come on. It's been out for
come on, dude.
When are you gonna go see Chipwreck, man? Come on.
I'm fucking not.
They want me to go see Drive.
Brad, oh my god, dude, there's this an amazing movie you have got to see. Make sure you take anyone else but Jake. Fuck. Yuri takes him in through Chernobyl and, oh look, it's a ghost town. Oh, it's creepy. Alright, let's leave. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry.
Take lots of pictures.
It's creepy. Oh, there's a ghost town. Let's go in here. Bear! Alright, now let's go.
There's a bear.
What is that?
There's a bear in an apartment building, and it's the best part of the movie.
Oh, that
it
part
actually
was
made me
fantastic.
jump. It made me jump because you're like expecting a monster because you're like, no, it's a fucking bear.
No, it's a bear. It's a fucking bear.
I'd like it better if it was a bear.
Beer! There's so many bears. Beer! There's so many bears in this movie.
We can't fit the wee little baby bears.
Oh, yeah. The baby bears.
The baby bears.
Those things are so fucking adorable. If I see a slug again, the first thing I'm going to do is pour salt just all over him. Slowly watch him die and think about those stupid fucking slugs in this movie.
Pixar is
Jared, you're allowed only one camera time per review. So why don't we quit being such a fucking camera hog and put it back to the stars, alright? I'm done.
Now it's time for the Dave Show.
the fuck did he go? He's gone. Welcome back.
Alright, first fucking off. How dare you take one of my days off from me? Second off, the only reason why I'm here is because Brian stood Dave up for the peoples, and I felt bad. Because I didn't want to see, I didn't want to have my buddy Dave have to see this movie by himself. This is the last and the only sympathetic move you will see from me this fucking summer. That's, no, kids' movies. That's fucking it. That's all I could take. I'm done. This movie was terrible. It would have bombed back when Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn were relevant. It would have bombed then. This movie is fucking terrible. The entire concept is completely and utterly flawed. I mean, you're told your entire life that when you go to a movie theater, you sit down, you shut the fuck up, and you watch the goddamn movie. This thing's telling you, stand up, be obnoxious with irritating glow sticks, and dance and sing and act like a fucking idiot when you're in the middle of the movie theater. That's gonna be the new joint on the street.
My snail is fast. The snail is fast. The snail is fast. The snail is fast.
Jesus fucking Christ, I cannot stand that type of fucking music.
Shine Your Love has more lyrics than that. It has a better rhythm, too.
I agree. The Italian kid that they got to play Baby Adam Sandler.
I'm still convinced that was a little girl.
Well, that makes that just a little bit fucking creepier, doesn't it?
Oh, God.
Thank you for putting that image in my head.
You're welcome.
Should we talk about you guys buying the ticket first?
Yeah,
Sure.
Let's start there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you're gonna love this.
Okay.
When I went up to the ticket counter, I slammed my hand on there. I was like, Mr. Popper's Penguins. The guy who was taking the ticket, it took me 5 minutes to get my ticket. He did not honestly believe that I'm going to go see Mr. fucking Popper's Penguins.
You're also wearing a comic book shirt.
I'm wearing my comic book shirt, my Joker shirt. And he honestly, he even charged me for a 3D showing of the Green Lantern because he honestly thought I was fucking with him that much.
I had to step in and be like, no, it's for a website. They actually are seeing Mr. Popper's penguins.
Even then, he was like, are you sure? It's like, you can go see Green Lantern. I'm not going to go see Green Lantern. I'm seeing Mr. Goddamn Popper's Penguins.
So I paid for Jared's ticket, and he charged 2 tickets, and I go, I was buying one. He's like, oh, sorry, I thought you were buying Mr. Popper's Penguins too, and I'm like, no, I'm seeing Green Lantern. He's seeing Popper's Penguins. I just need one. Because that was a good 5 minutes.
That was at least 5 minutes of this poor ticket guy at midnight thinking that I was screwing with him.
Yeah.
Mr.
Popper's
Penguins. I went out there and was like, Mr. Popper's Penguins. He just was like, what? Mr. Popper's Penguins. Are you sure? No, but I'm still going to see it.
I love the one thing you said. You know, you don't have to see that movie.
You don't have to see that movie.
Show him that beautiful face, buddy.
You know what? No. This has been my fucking summer for your fucking website. Has been me watching all of this fucking shit. So yes, this has been my summer. This is what you have done to me. Was it great? Was it everything you fucking hoped it would be?
I'm a monster.
That's what I've been saying. That's why after Smurfs, I immediately called you an asshole.
Well, you know, I mean, at least these movies are short.
So is a root canal. It doesn't make it suck any fucking less. This is the feel-good movie of the summer.
Apparently. Oh, Lord. Yeah, so, all right.
Like, this is just depressing. I gotta look forward to all this other bullshit I gotta watch over the summer, and this is supposed to be the fucking highlight of the kids' movies that I'm supposed to see. It's only gonna get downhill from here, and I feel like putting a bullet in my head after I watch that piece of shit movie. Who fucking Ray?
Yep.
Done with this.
That sounds about
This
right.
fucking...
That's right, yeah.
I was less depressed when I walked out of Marley and Me. And Marley and Me, I was crying like a fucking baby. Because that movie is incredibly sad.
The dog dies, apparently.
Dude, the dog dies.
That's,
You watched a little puppy grow up, and you see all the love, and it turns out he dies. He fucking dies. Fuck you, movie. We got a preview for the movie that we sat down
guys,
to watch.
I know you bought your tickets
Hey, we
already,
know
but
that
we're
you
gonna
bought your
sell you the
tickets
shit
to
just
go
one
watch.
more time.
That's my boy. But just in case you weren't aware, here's a preview for the movie you're about to watch.
Oh, they did that thing for
Are
us
you
too.
kidding?
That they did do to Madagascar 3 where it just froze on.
Oh yeah, they froze. Again, they fucking forgot that people were in there. Just nobody's gonna watch this. And the screen was frozen, and I sat there and looked at it. It's like, here we fucking go again. I have to get the fuck up and walk out and be like, hey, I had to watch this.
Could you make it be
Could
this
you
horrible
please,
movie, please?
can you please start this so I can get this night over with? Give me my shit.
Oh, watch my balls.
Fuck your balls.
What?
You heard me.
I didn't make this goddamn movie, Jake.
I
Don't you
don't
hate
give
me?
a fuck. You just got done saying I need a Smurfing beer.
I was actually
Shut
thinking
the fuck up. How's that?
I was actually thinking you were gonna do the rest of the video shirtless. It's like me going, I'm crabby. Well, that's the only reason I wore this shirt for just so I can say that joke. Done.
Oh, is this all right? Fuck it.
It's that kind of party.
It's gonna be this kind of review. You know
Yeah.
what? I'm with Brad. Fuck this.
Your next stud.
No.
Come on, dude. Dude, come on. 3 dudes naked
Come
in
on,
the car.
dude.
Come on, dude. You're making us look gay, bro. I didn't realize that.
Him with his shirt on was making us look gay? That was what was making us look gay.
I didn't realize how funny this was till I saw all 3 of us in the monitor. We look like extras from the Ritz.
His name is Dusty McDusterson. LaRue
That
St.
was-
Clair. I don't
That was not
remember.
his
It was
name.
Dusty something something. Dusty St. Clair. So
It's not Dusty Singer.
it's Dusty St. Clair.
A lot of ass in this movie.
There was an incredible amount of ass in this movie.
A lot of ass in this movie.
Well,
but
there
yet,
was-
no poop jokes.
Yeah, no,
poop
there was
jokes.
no.
A lot of ass, no poop
There was no poop
jokes.
jokes. There was a lot of man ass.
Yeah,
a lot of
man
man
ass.
ass.
Yep.
A lot.
A lot.
Like for example, there's this scene where the mom, who is now a bear, is inside the castle, and her husband, the king, has this whole vendetta against bears because one of them took his leg, which is the main bad guy bear.
Yeah.
And so he, just doesn't like bears, and can't blame him. And so the three little twins, which are her brothers, are like shadow pupping a bear throughout the castle and making bear noises. And so they're kind of running around the castle chasing the shadow, and the boys lead them up on top of the castle and then lock the door, and then they make an escape. And so to get down from the top of the castle... Well, all right. Well, what happens is it cuts away from them for a second, and we kind of follow, everybody escaping. And then it cuts back, and there's this long clothes trail from the top of the tower. And we get to the bottom, and we see, all the characters there, and the king's like, "All right, boys, let's go." And he starts walking away, and then the camera just kind of pans down a bit, and it's just straight man ass. Because they used their kilts to
Fashion a nice little rope.
to fashion a nice kilt rope all the way down. It was funny.
And it was a tall tower, so they needed
It was a
lot of
very tall
kills.
tower, so it shows like the king and his bare ass, and then the three main other kings of the different
The
holds,
three different
the
clans, yeah.
They come out bare ass, and then
This
all
parade
the
of ass.
armies just bare assed for a while, and then it goes to a new scene, which it was enjoyable.
It was pretty damn funny.
Nothing quite like that sweet animated man ass. He has the snail and he has his slug.
Yeah.
And they're in this pit, and they have this pod that has the essence of Beyonce in it, and so they're trying to keep us safe. They're prisoner of Mandrake, I believe was his name.
Yeah, I think so.
And yeah, and he was saying something like, I'm gonna take over the world, or this is gonna be my dark, what the fuck ever he was saying. He was explaining the purpose of why they were there, basically. And they, like what you just said, that joke, that really old dumb,
fucking joke.
just dumb joke that loser says what, and then like he was closing the lid, he goes, "What? Nothing." This movie got 2 laughs from me. 2.
Yeah.
2. And a 2.5-hour comedy, or however
Oh, Jesus.
however fucking long this piece of garbage movie was.
It seemed like fucking
it seemed like
forever
3
and a
hours.
goddamn day.
I would have much rather watched Tree of Life. Yeah, I expected that movie to be long. This movie felt longer than Tree of Life did, or Into the Wonder, or any of that shit. It felt forever because nothing funny was happening at all. All it was a bunch of stupid, awkward white people humor. You know how I feel about white people humor. I don't like it.
White people problems.
Yes. Where? We can't get into Google. Fucking really?
Well, how do they get they get fired, right?
They
Or
get
something?
fired because they're irrelevant.
Yeah.
They're that's what it is.
They're
Yeah.
fucking
They're done. They're irrelevant. What they are
They're
is
salesmen.
they're like foot salesmen, the kind that would like go to the businesses and do shit like that. Well, in this, they're fucking irrelevant. So they decided, well, all we have is 20 plus years of walking door to fucking door selling a bunch of stupid watches. Why don't we get a job for Google? That seems like something that we can do. with that can-do attitude.
I didn't bring Jared with me, I brought Jake with me. Under the promise that, hey, we'll go see a movie and it's not a kid's movie.
Her fucking Ray.
So anyway.
So you're telling me that I had to go see The Tree of Life because you and Mr. Potato Head made a Brad and Mr. Potato Head tries, ripping on The Tree of Life that you have not seen, and people commented on it, dude, you have to go see it now, and say it'd be like, well, Jared, me and you made this, we both got to bite the bullet. No,
Yeah.
Fucktard gets the night off. I could have sworn my summer was over. Oh my god, I made it.
Can you imagine if this had a midnight screening?
I would have jumped at any of the kid fucking movies.
Do you have anything else about it? I mean, most of what I could say about it is what I said in the Tree of Life video. I mean, talking about this...
At this point, it's beating a dead horse for me. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone should know my feelings on Terrence Malick.
Same here.
And people are more likely going to be upset with us because we didn't like it. They'll suck a dick. I don't care.
And that's...
And
But part of you, though, that's made kind of look forward to doing this
that's the
video,
only
right?
reason why I did the Terrence Malick.
Yeah.
I like pissing you people off. I like it when you don't like me. It fuels me. It makes me happy. It gives me the motivation to see these stupid-ass movies. Because I know that some of you out there don't like me whatsoever.
But you're the one who got a best of, though, on YouTube.
I did get a best of. Look, people may not like me, but I'm the most talented motherfucker on this website.
And they know that.
And
they don't like you.
They
but
don't know,
respect
but they
you.
fucking respect me.
Uh-huh.
That's the difference.
Let them hate me, so
Let
long
them-
as they fear me. Right. Some of us will be back next week for Rise of the... I think next week is...
Shoot the fucking monkeys!
Jake, you didn't like the other two.
I did not like Paranormal Activity 1, I did not like Paranormal Activity 2, and guess fucking what? I don't like this one either.
So what kind of Jake we getting in this video?
Zombie apocalypse is saved by the power of love.
So he liked it.
It sounds like a Huey Lewis song.
Well,
Yeah, it does.
power of love. It actually did have a pretty good soundtrack.
Oh, the soundtrack on it was pretty bitchin'.
Well, 'cause it was a...
Sorry.
Brad, keep the camera on the
Sorry, it was getting foggy.
So Ryan Reynolds stars as a snail named Theo, which really confused the kid in our audience.
That was actually really, really adorable.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I mean, the marquee and everything. Of course, the kids are gonna know this snail. His name is Turbo.
Yeah.
But the snail's actual name in the movie was Theo, and his brother Snail.
Yeah.
Like calls him Theo at one.
Yeah,
point.
like everyone calls him Theo.
Yeah, everyone calls him Theo, and the poor little boy behind is like, his name is Turbo.
Why are they calling him Theo?
Why? No, his name is Turbo.
His name is Turbo. Why are they calling him Theo?
And like that moment right there, I kind of glanced back at the kid a little bit because it made me laugh, and it dawned on me as like, there's a future little me right there who's already getting pissed off at the movie. He doesn't quite understand what's upsetting him, other than his name should not be Theo, it should be Turbo.
This kid was enthralled.
He was.
He's the one kid, apparently the one kid, and he was probably like 5.
Oh, he was little. He was a little guy. He introduced himself when we first walked in.
That's what I mean.
This kid was awesome. Yeah, I have to watch a lot of just absolute shit, terrible family movies for this website. But occasionally, I really don't normally mind the younger audience while I'm watching it, because usually the shit the kids are saying is 90 times funnier than what the hell is.
That was the case in Ice Age 4.
Yeah, exactly. And like, as soon as we walked in, the little boy was like, "Hi, are you here to see Turbo?" And Brad was like, "We sure are, buddy." Yeah, we were the first ones in here, huh?
Oh, we in the wrong theater. I'm here to see some titties. Thank you.
Leave.
God damn it, Brad.
Yeah, like, apparently this kid is like the one kid in Springfield who's really, really looking forward to Turbo.
He sure is. Clumsy Smurf. Oh, this is where it gets funny. Goes the wrong way. because, I mean, in his defense, he didn't know because there was a couple of vines over the big red "Do not go this way" sign. So he trips over it, and the other Smurf's like, "You fucking idiot, you ran the other way." "Oh, I'm sorry, you smurfing idiot, you ran the wrong way." Now we gotta go chase this smurfing asshole all the way to Smurfing New, Smurfing York, Smurfing City.
It was pretty much them, like I said, sitting around in a fucking room for like 2 hours going, how many Smurf puns can we do? Okay, that's a great one. That's a great one. Okay, no, that's not good enough. Oh, that's a good one.
I want to know the ones they
What
rejected.
the fuck ones did not make the final script?
You know somebody was like, oh no, that's not
Smurf
fucking
Home
funny.
Syndrome made it.
They put Smurf Home Syndrome in this motherfucking movie. That got greenlit. What the hell did not get greenlit?
You know,
Smurfy's
come
Law.
on. Smurfy's
Law.
That's all part of Smurfy's Law. The 1980s Charles Bronson movie?
God damn it.
Rule number 1 of Smurfy's Law. You don't smurf with Jack Smurfy.
Oh my god, I swear to God, Brad, I will fucking wring your goddamn neck if you say Smurf one more time. I have had so much of that interchangeable ass word in every motherfucking sentence that after a while, just saying Smurf in something or Smurf me or whatever the case is, you just don't even know what the fuck they're talking about anymore. You just don't.
I'm amazed they didn't use it more.
Honestly, so am I. I mean, they use it a lot.
From the first fucking movie, there was entire sentences where all they said was Smurf.
There was entire sentences in this one where all they said Smurf. Where they said Smurf Home Syndrome and Smurfy's Law was in the same sentence.
They worked in Snailed It. It's the second movie we've seen in the span of 2 weeks that uses the word snailed it.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, god damn it.
Maybe that same kid would have been in the audience to go, they stole that from Turbo. That's Turbo's word.
You are not allowed to use that word, Smurfs. That is Turbo's word. God damn it. All right. I'm surrounded in death in my head every day because I really want to kill a lot of people.
I know what you mean.
Okay?
I know what you mean.
I don't need to see this in my films. This is why I see the kids' movies. The kids' movies are supposed to cheer me up and instill good family values inside my head.
Right, yes, of course.
They don't do that,
No, they don't.
Ryan.
It's okay.
It's rage now.
I know.
That's all I got left.
I understand.
That is all that's keeping me alive.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. I hear you.
It's not okay, Ryan.
It's okay.
I'm at the end of my rope. Hug me.
Damn it!
Don't you break this. Don't you break this. You know what they're called?
What?
When they first show up to this place? They're called Noogles, Brad. They're called Noogles! Because they're new to Google! Noogles!
And they use it exactly how you expect them to.
What's up, my Noogles?
That's my Noogle right there.
Noogles.
So do they get the job?
Somehow they do!
Yes, Sarah. They get the job.
Oh, good.
And now I'll never use fucking Google again.
You're a Bing man now?
What?
Bing.
Bing. That's on the commercials for Bing. They're like, take the Google's versus Bing challenge.
It was like Bing's so great, hooray.
I'm also not using a search engine that's named after a character from Friends. Not fucking doing it. I'm going back to fucking, what was it? The one with the spider. What the fuck was that thing called?
I'm going back to AOL.
I got about 1,000 discs
I
in a
think I got
box.
my old floppy for
That's what I'm-
AOL 2.8
that's what I'm
in a box
doing.
somewhere.
Fuck this. I'm not particularly fond of...
Gingers?
They have no souls. That is not my fault. That is fact.
But
if you don't believe me, Wikipedia it. And by the time you see this, if you are not the first person, by the time you go to check Wikipedia, I'm sure somebody will put up there, Jake said gingers have no souls.
Hey, Scottish gingers have a fourth of a soul. It's a tiny potion. It's there, though.
Why is it called Diaries?
I don't know.
Fuck all if I know.
I kept checking the ticket like,
It
what's
has
this
really
called?
nothing to, like...
There's
they could've
no
just called it
diary
Chernobyl.
aspect of this.
If it was a found footage movie,
No,
It would have made sense.
If it was a found footage movie, which, all right,
it might as well have been.
It might as well, yeah.
But it wasn't.
No,
I'm glad it wasn't.
I'm glad it wasn't either, but it might as well have been.
They kept making fart jokes, these cars. And cars don't fart. And it was
They also don't.
bugging the crap out of me.
They also don't breathe on the water, and when they had,
He was holding his breath, he had like the cheek pooches.
He's like this, and he has a snorkel. That's all he has. What are you
He
doing?
had a snorkel?
He had a snorkel. I looked at it. I was like, why are they doing this again? Why does he have to breathe? He's a fucking car. I don't get this.
Ha ha ha, pedophilia.
No, it was not ha 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 pedophilia. Pedophilia is not a ha 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 laughing fucking matter. It just isn't. I've never been one of those persons who like,
Well, no, it was
I
okay
heard on the
because-
news that this kid had sex with this high school teacher. Where was she when I was in school, man? It's fucking pedophilia. It's goddamn wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Any way you goddamn cut it,
That's not,
it's wrong.
I'm not arguing the point.
No, why are we putting this in a movie? Why?
When he was sad that his car died.
I have been through
Baby,
that.
okay, we'll be
I have been through that.
Oh, baby.
When I had to put the Lumina down for the last time, the Jake Mobile, the original Rolling Thunder, it broke my heart.
Yeah.
And that was the part of the movie that started to get to me right there. It was like,
something in your eye.
oh God, I miss you so much, Lumina.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
I've moved on. I'm still mad at the city of Springfield for not letting me give it a proper Viking funeral like I wanted to.
Did you actually call City Hall?
I actually called City Hall and asked them how much would it cost, and I told them to stay with me. How much would it cost for me to construct a raft, push my car onto said raft, push it out in the middle of Lake Springfield, surrounded in things that I assume my car loved, and shoot flaming arrows at it until it caught on fire and then sank down? The lady told me to never call back again. It was a genuine question.
This story again.
Is this Mr. Norvell?
Sir, I will
Click.
direct you to our FAQs page.
I don't have the internet.
Well, that's a sad story.
No, I can
But
take
me
it
not
back
having
to...
the internet, that is pretty sad.
Well,
I can take it back to the things you assume your car loves. What goes in this pile exactly?
Well, a lot of Mountain Dew bottles.
the little, like, rope that you had to tie the truck.
The bungee cord that I used to keep my trunk from popping up because the latch broke, and I had to use a screwdriver to break it years ago, and I never bothered to fix it, so I had to use a bungee cord.
At one point, wasn't your seatbelt just duct tape?
No,
just a string of duct tape. Let me just pull this around, tie this around here.
Just duct tape yourself to the chair.
The seatbelt was not duct tape. It was a normal seatbelt, but it was cut right about here, and then I had to tie a big ass knot around it, so it just kind of always stayed limp. And the reason for that was because the Lumina was involved in a car accident where the person that was in the passenger seat got pinned, so we had to cut him out. So we just cut him out, and I was like, well, fuck, now my seatbelt's all jacked up. Thanks a lot, asshole. Now I gotta tie it back up. Medical bills, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, I got my own issues to deal with.
Well, remember how we worked in your radio getting stolen into Game Boys?
Because that actually happened to me.
So just pull up, hang on, we'll film this part real quick. You just get in the car, look down, and go, oh, Jesus, pan.
Yeah, thank you for adding that.
Sorry.
For prosperity's sake, you dick.
Give it 5 days, that'll pop up on the IMDb trivia page.
I know it will. And this whole fucking evening starts because I hitched a ride with Brad, which was a huge fucking mistake. Because fucking jackass wanted to get here because he's
movie's gonna get crowded.
Prometheus.
Damn right.
He's seeing a movie that's anticipated. And so he wanted to avoid the crowd. That's fine, but past Jake was not thinking that. And I was like, oh God. I believe I'm the only one. Yes, I am the only one right now who is going to go see Madagascar 3. Nobody believed me again. Again, they didn't believe me.
It's gonna be that, like, oh, you're gonna see Matt again. Oh, it's over there then.
We walk up to the counter. Brad pays my ticket because there's no way in fucking hell I am spending any goddamn movie on any any money on any movie that I'm seeing this summer.
You've been forgiven. Oh, we're parking the handicap spot because that's exactly what this movie did to us. We're actually deserving of it now because we've just gone retarded.
Yes.
But anyway, continue.
So me and Brad go up to the ticket dude, and he's been printing out Prometheus tickets all night. It's crowded. It's a younger crowd, high school students, and so we are running into a lot of underage kids trying to see a rated R movie and throwing a fit, which was kind of entertaining.
Yeah.
And so the ticket people have been dealing with Prometheus tickets all night, and we walk up there, and Brad hands him what he needs to hand him to get our tickets, and he immediately prints out one from Prometheus and hands it to Brad, and then he prints out the other one, and he goes, are you sure? And Brad's like, yeah, don't worry about it.
It's alright,
It's
it'll be
fine. It's like, you son of a bitch. Fine. We go through there. We go to the ticket checker, or whatever the hell their actual title is. The person rips Brad's ticket like automatic Theater 5 to your right. I hand them my ticket. They go, and didn't say a goddamn word. I'm just staring at him. And then finally I had to say, yes, that is the ticket. That is the movie that I am seeing. Rip Theater 1 on your right. Thanks a ton. So now I'm standing in the lobby. I have all these people who are murmuring their excitement about Prometheus. I'm the only jackass in a crowded theater, because he hasn't shown up yet, who is going to go see Madagascar 3.
Yeah.
Fuck!
When he's a zombie, do they fuck?
No, there's
I wish!
See, that's what I mean. They should have gone the hard fucking R, like she's blowing a fucking zombie and the dick comes off in her mouth.
Just right at him, just letting him nail her in the ass. And she shifts a little bit. Now there's a dick in the ass.
They could have gotten some
That would've
serious
been great.
necromantic action going
God,
on.
it would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
The human spider was just a fake trailer! It was just a fake trailer! Oh, God. He's gonna sew us together ass to ass! Ass to ass!
She thinks everyone has forgotten her birthday, which that's their own goddamn fault. They're creating.
They were ostracizing.
They were
being complete fucking assholes about it. Like the scene is like they're setting up a surprise party for this little bitch, right?
Yeah.
And she wanders in before it's set up, so they try to hide everything. And she goes around and is like, "Hey, I was wondering if you would like to go down to the creek and stare reflectively at a waterfall with me on this most special day." You're like, about go fuck yourself. We're not gonna go do that. We got other shit to do. Go away.
It's got 100
Leave us
likes
alone.
on Smurf Book.
What the fuck?
That implies they have the internet.
Yeah, it does. And yet, every time when they go out into the real world, they're just so goddamn confused about what the fuck is going on. Yet they can make jokes like, "Oh, you got 100 likes on Smurf Book,"
And they know what a corn dog
and they know
smells
what the
like.
fuck a corn dog
That was-
smells like.
That was great, because I'm sitting next to Jake, and all of a sudden I hear him just scream out, "How do you know what a fucking corn dog is?"
The second one was there was a big finale where it turns out their team won. Hooray.
And
there's this
mystery
awkward
guy.
mystery guy who turns out to be the head of the search engine. I didn't even know that's a fucking position. I guess he just sits there and looks at the words you type. What the fuck kind of position?
He answers the questions.
he's the search engineer.
Yeah. God, don't. Oh, no! 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 No!
You calm down, Skeeter. Alright, so there's this scene, right? It's the head of the search dude. And there's a series of cuts again. It's one of those kinds of jokes. And so the guy says, it gives like a bunch of positive statements about the team, like, you know, you guys are very smart. You know, you guys have a strong work ethic. Whatever.
Yeah, the word.
And it cuts to Owen Wilson. And he's just, and then it cuts back to him, and he goes, "And very pretty." And it cuts to the exact same expression on Owen Wilson. He goes, "Thank you." That was it. So yeah, I laughed despite myself.
Hey, what does that say? What does that say? Things are gonna get awfully gooey down here. Oh, what? Does it stink? Does it stink? There's two people shitting in an open room fucking stink?
You alright?
Hey, boy. You camera whore.
Welcome to Lloyd and Jake Review Breaking Weenie.
What's up, Lloyd?
Hey, buddy. You all like this movie, Lloyd. It doesn't like cats very much.
It really doesn't.
You're gonna go, that's right, you're on camera, buddy.
Oh.
Ooh. See, but since when are you camera shy?
That's right, we just got a shot at Chloe's ass in the camera.
Chloe's ass.
These little fucking bastards are singing and dancing underneath everybody's feet.
Mm-hmm.
Stop, motherfuckers! Fucking chipmunks! Die! Die! Oh, my hair looks amazing.
Mine does not.
This is gonna come across a little wrong. But the only... Man, this is gonna come bad.
Go ahead. Just do what Irving would do.
No, I am not going to do what Irving would do. You don't need to splice this fucking thing. But they try to make it more modern, urban, I guess. Mm-hmm. Ray Romano was the only white actor playing a Macedon. The rest was Queen Latifah. Yeah. Some dude named Drake. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Nicki...
I didn't catch the other ones.
Minaj?
Nicki Minaj, was she Peaches?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I saw it at the end. I think she was one of the nameless...
Oh, okay.
One of those two girl Macedons that was hanging out with
the ghetto version of the elephants from Dumbo. Like, why did they all have to have hairstyles? They didn't in Dumbo, and I could fucking tell them apart.
I don't know.
She is a bad parent.
Like, terrible parent. Like this, but I mean, the movie, yeah, she's grappling, she's sliding down, she's in a car chase, there's all this shit.
She's fighting guys.
Yeah, she is, and it's horrendous.
Yeah.
But in the car chase, at least Robert Rodriguez had the decency to have the car doing the most stupidest fucking thing.
Oh yeah, the wheels popped out.
The wheels pop out. The car in front of her releases caltrips.
Yeah.
Spiky little balls to puncture a tire, cause her to die and kill the unborn baby.
Yeah.
And the wheels, like, come out of the car and start going woo 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 woo, like they already knew exactly what path these random ass assortment things were going to happen. It goes through that. There's another one where the little Mini Coupe. He's driving a Mini Coupe. The most badass spy vehicle ever.
TikTok is his name.
TikTok. Yeah. And he, like, launches over this hill, the traditional, like, crash shit from a car chase. And then when hers does it, the wheels, like, never left the ground. The car goes, like, 8 feet in the air.
Yeah.
The wheels stay on the ground, so it's like, whoop, God damn it. Like, she's already ziplined from a fucking skyscraper.
Yeah.
Just have her ramp the fucking car. Why, at this point, 5 minutes into the fucking movie, should we do
Do we really need to address that?
Well, when you and I kind of lead over too, because her water ends up breaking in the fight scene, where she's like, "What? My water broke." We were like, that it was gonna ding at number one. A crow will come out of nowhere, pick one up, bam, fly away and leave, and they'll be standing there like, "Oh, well, there goes Fred." All right, boys.
Hey, get back to work.
Back to work, boys. Wow. About 3 times this happens, and I'm just picturing that it's like the end of Jeepers Creepers, where it has wings and picks up Justin Long and flies away with him. Like, if we were to follow that crow, it would lead to like a horrible workshop with Jeepers Creepers playing, and he's now wearing the snail's eyes. There's a much darker movie.
You went a little bit more morbid with that one, Brad.
There's a much darker... I'm just saying, there's a much darker movie if you follow that crow.
There's a much darker... Where'd you get them peas? I can kind of get behind that. Of course, every single movie is darker inside of your fucking mind.
I'm just saying, I see a movie about snails, somehow instantly I go to the creeper torture.
It's actually relatively mild, all considering.
Considering what I usually watch.
Considering what you usually watch and where your mind would go from there. You're the only person I know that I could sit there and watch some kind of stupid-ass exploitation film, and you'll say something that's actually worse than what the hell that I'm seeing at the moment. It's like, hey, you know what would be funny? If they just wore her vagina like a hat.
That would have been the funniest part in Epic. I'm just saying. If
the dad just was like, ha!
I wouldn't have put it past that character. He had some serial killer tendencies, it looked like.
Yeah,
he sees little talking people, has a terrible relationship with his daughter. Clearly that translates to must wear vagina. He was gonna rip off Goodbye Horses from Silence of the Lambs, but it was too late because the remake of Maniac already ripped it off.
You know what would have made this movie original and interesting is if the story were told from the point of view of the birds. You know?
I have seen that. It's called The Guardians of Garoon. That movie was terrible.
Was it?
Yes!
I didn't see it. I
Guardians
didn't see
of Garoon. I did
I-
that children's movie to myself. That was a stupid mistake.
Actually, John Oliver, I think it is John Oliver.
It is?
I'm pretty sure, actually, now that you say that.
Not only is he taking over the Daily Show, he's also making worse movie choices than Jon Stewart did. I guarantee you, I can do a movie worse than Big Daddy.
Mission accomplished.
Well, I got Ezreal's back. He was the only character in this movie I liked.
Because he's the only character in this movie who had any fucking intelligence.
Yeah.
Good God.
And I can totally get behind with having whole conversations with a cat.
Wait, Kenan Thompson was one of them?
Well, now that I have Pazuzu, I can kind of relate to that. All right.
You're my boy, Blue! You're my boy!
So here's the movie. Smurfette's party. Smurfette's birthday. Trying to throw her a party, shit goes bad. Smurfette feels sorry, goes off by herself. Meanwhile, in the real world, Gargamel makes this little portal. So he sends his 2 naughties, Haggis and Jillian. Haggis and Jillian go into Smurfland. I don't know what the fuck her name is. She looks a lot like Jillian. So it's fucking Jillian. All right? So Jillian and Haggis go into Smurf world, right? And they abduct Smurfette. They take Smurfette back to the real world. Because that concept was great the first time I fucking saw it. So they're back in the real world. Oh no. So Papa Smurf conveniently made some crystals after the last blue moon from the first movie so they could teleport. Papa Smurf wants the smartest, the strongest, and the fat one. I don't know why, but he wanted the fat one. Hefty. Yeah, whatever. Alright, but Clumsy comes around and is like, I want a fucks the crystals up, smacks him out of fucking Papa Smurf's hand. The crystals fucking go flying. One of them goes in Clumsy's stupid fucking mouth. The other one goes into Grumpy. I didn't get enough of that green M&M loving cocksucker the first fucking movie. And the third one goes into Vanity, narcissistic John Oliver. The jokes in it are that awkward kind of humor where it's that Vince Vaughn kind of like, I'm just going to keep talking. And basically these two they don't have a basic knowledge of information or how Google works, I guess. I don't fucking know. But they're bullshit artists. They're salesmen. They're bullshit artists. And now everybody's fact-checking and turns out that they're bullshit artists. Look, I'm trying to explain this fucking movie to you. This is all I got. This is what it is. Bullshit.
It's Wedding Crashers at Google without any of the fucking charm.
It's what?
Wedding Crashers at Google without any of the charm.
Or the nudity, apparently.
Yeah. Well, take Wedding Crashers, mix that in with Dodgeball, and make it suck. And that's what this movie was.
It's terrible. It's an insult. Not only that, one of the fucking previews I got, Grown Ups too. I had to sit there and look at that fucking abortion of a movie. And then Dave looked and he was like, yeah, that's you, buddy. And like out loud in the audience. No, it's fucking not. I already told Brian I'm not doing Adam Sandler again. I'm not doing it. I'm not seeing Grown Ups too. I gotta do Smurfs. No, fuck that. I don't even know why I'm here. This movie was not animated. There was no little farting hot dogs. There was nothing. This was a fucking just a terrible mid-2000s movie. And it would have bombed then.
You're so... You two are together in a video and it'll be the most clicked on one all summer long.
I'm glad you're making money on our pain. You fucking asshole.
Well done. I guess I picked the right movie.
You want to burn him first, or should I? Come here. Come here.
Purge, dude.
Apparently Tim Burton hates cats. Which I can get behind. I'm not the biggest cat fan.
He doesn't mean it, Lloyd.
I do mean it, Lloyd. I really do mean it.
Well, now look what you've done. He's hiding in his Red Lobster bag.
He's not hiding in it, Brad. He lost interest in it. This is why I don't like cats.
God. Look at those eyes. Look at those big old eyes.
I don't see his eyes. I see his ass because he is currently walking away.
Yeah, he's turned his back on you.
Oh, is that what happened? Am I being snubbed by the cat?
He no longer has no cheek. I was to say, I was like, as much as I didn't like sitting through Tree of Life, that was a circus of fucking comments over on that fucking page.
Was.
So now we have this new Terrence Malick movie. I'm like, oh, okay, this might be kind of fun again. All right.
I hope so.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
but now we're going to have to try to separate them between the ones that are real and the ones that are just
the ones that are, of course, the fans of our website. Like, oh, yeah, you fucking assholes. There you go. It's like, I got to read this paragraph of somebody else being a complete asshole. Like, well, all right, well done, well played.
Well played.
Well played, Internet.
Oh, fake Josh Hadley, I know that's you. You're the only one that talks about chicken fingers and brewskis on my comments board.
What?
Oh, fake Josh Hadley? You never seen fake Josh Hadley?
I've seen a little bit of fake Josh Hadley.
On all of the Radiodrome comments, there's fake Josh Hadley on. There's like, look, bro, I haven't got the links fixed because I spilled honey mustard all over the switchboard. Okay, broski? Never fails. Every single one.
Oh, that abuses me.
Oh, I should say coming this Halloweeny.
God damn it! I hate puns.
This Thanksgiving, grab an extra slice of pie. With life of pie.
Life of pie. I get it.
Oh, come on.
The title for the movie we just saw was Paranorman.
I'm aware.
Fucking time traveling turkeys! Time traveling turkeys? This is.
Oh, God. Okay, so.
But there's so many things wrong with that.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So then the next one, you came in.
You're not fucking with me, right? This is legitimate.
Yes. This hand of God.
I hate you and your straight man abilities, you son of a bitch.
So, Jared, how were the penguins?
I don't even know if they have to talk about the movie at this point.
I don't either.
I could care less about the movie. There's Jim Carrey, hoobity. There's some penguins, they were cute, blah, 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 blah. One of them had an egg, the egg died. Sad. Then there's a big hullabaloo, and then they take them back to where they belong, and then that one egg that died, she suddenly has a new one. Yay, life is reborn in the movie Q Vanilla Ice. Don't you fucking ask me which one was the better Ryan Reynolds movie? There isn't a better Ryan Reynolds movie. They both sucked.
Van Wilder was pretty good. That's a good one.
That was a big show! When they teleport back into the real world, conveniently enough, they teleport back to Neil Patrick Harris's house. When they teleport there, they're having a birthday party for Neil Patrick Harris's kid.
A no peanut birthday party.
A no peanut, no gluten, no
BPA.
that new age take everything out of motherfucking food. You might as well be eating cardboard cut fucking bullshit. Yeah, they have all that. So they get teleported into the room, and right before this happens, Neil Patrick Harris's stepdad comes in.
Fucking Brendan Gleeson.
What the
Who's the corn dog king? Neil Patrick Harris's stepdad shows up. I'm loud and fucking rambunctious. Everybody gets a corn dog.
Cooked in peanut oil.
Cooked in peanut oil.
Jake, I did get you a present. This is a turbo activity book. It's about snails who are also race cars.
He was there with me when we saw that big poster with the Fast and the Furious reference.
You want to burn that too, buddy?
I don't know, it looked kind of fun.
Snails and also race cars.
Hold on, there's a word search.
Oh, let's do the word search.
The answers. I don't know if you can see this. Here's the word search. The answers are all highlighted for you right there. The bottom right-hand corner. There's really no point to even look at
How else am I supposed to know where the words are?
You're supposed to look for them!
Let's show you which words to search for.
Why do they put it in the bottom right-hand corner? Traditionally, the shit's on the back. This is the back. You half-assed motherfuckers. You could not add an extra page that had all the answers like you're supposed...
What else is it?
I think it's a maze.
My name is Turbo, just a snail with a dream. I wish I were fast. There's no stopping now. I'm never going slow again. No dream too big. No dreamer too small.
Because he smelled like a snail.
That's the, Why? Stop! Why am I looking at that? Why would you do that to me?
We wanted you to tell us all the answers. we actually.
You couldn't have opened the motherfucking book.
I saw it sitting there. I'm like, well, Jake likes activities, so I figured.
That's where you go with it?
Jake
I
likes
like
snails.
activity. I do not like snails. I had never once went on record saying that I like snails.
Brad, you know what I like? Snails. Yeah, you're right. I don't remember you saying that.
Because I didn't!
It must have been Irving.
Probably.
This movie could be solved so easily if he just gives him the envelope.
gives him the fucking
You know.
Now instead we get an hour and 45 minutes of BMX tricks.
Yeah.
Hoorah.
It's like, I'm going to see this movie and just be rooting for Michael Shannon.
It's like, to be honest, if there was ever a part of my life where I'm handing a courier or a message person who's on a bike and he starts doing like freestyle tricks, I'm gonna beat his ass. Like, no, don't
don't do that. There's really no point in doing that. Just pedal your ass to the fucking place and deliver my shit. That's all I want. Not for you to do fucking twirls and shit all the way there.
All the way through, like, I think it's, I don't know, it looked like New York City. It's like a big city or something.
Well, it's like, here's my package. It's a priceless Fabergé egg. For the love of God, do not do any BMX tricks on this bike.
Why did they have to make, like, the mammoth sexy? That was weird. Like, Peaches and whatnot is like, they tried their best to draw a mammoth to make it look really sexy. Like Lola Bunny in Space Jam.
Yeah.
And the female Saber in this movie, too. Making him look like,
really sexy.
yeah,
And then
I want to fuck this mammoth.
I'm gonna fuck the hell out of that mammoth. Look at that sweet, juicy mammoth ass. I'm plowing that. But that wasn't the only thing, because there was the siren scene.
Yeah.
Where it had, it had the Jennifer Lopez, I believe, who did the girl Saber.
Yeah.
Her, and of course, Dennis Leary was ooh goo goo gaga.
Yeah.
And then it shows John Leguizamo, and then it cuts to a sloth who just has, like, big old sloth titties.
Yeah.
And it was, like, really sexualized, and I was like, that's a little disturbing. And,
they got some freaks writing this movie.
They really do. And then it goes to Manny, and of course he sees his family, which is okay. And then later in the movie,
when Scrat sees the female, that was funny.
Scrat also sees the female, and he's like,
how'd they get off the island?
Oh yeah. This is where he gets really fucking stupid.
I gotta know how the story.
Let's see how this is. This
I
fucking
must know.
cliffhanger. Alright, so here's what fucking happens in this, for the rest of this goddamn movie. Some roles are reversed, some lessons are learned. So we got the villain who's, what was that actress's name?
I think her character's name was Zoe.
Yeah, the character's name was Zoe. The actress's name, I can't think of it off the top of my head. Because I was just so fucking infuriated. So she turns out to be the bad guy, but when you first meet her, she's like crazy. She says like, oh, I was a UPS cargo ship plane flyer, and I crashed my plane, and for 9 years, nobody thought to come out and get me.
Where have we heard this before?
Isn't that Rousseau from Lost?
Yes. So we walk in, and I realize I don't know where my ticket stub is. So I'm like, oh shit, I gotta show them my ticket stub. So they let me in. Brad walks up, shows the ticket stub, Prometheus. They're like, alright. Dave goes by. Beckner goes by. And then I get up there, and I'm fumbling around in my pockets like, oh shit, my ticket stub. The lady looks at me and goes, oh, you're the Madagascar guy. Don't worry about it. The first thing out of my mouth was, I don't even need a fucking ticket. Everyone here at this damn theater knows I'm the Madagascar guy. Well, that's fan-fucking-tastic. All last summer, I had to be called that dude who saw Smurfs. The Smurfs guy. Hey, look, you're the guy who saw Smurfs. Now, for the rest of the goddamn summer, I'm gonna be known at this theater as, hey, it's the Madagascar guy.
Until Step Up Revolution.
No, until next time when I go see that goddamn Adam Sandler movie. Fucking hate Adam Sandler.
Wait, that's a perfect opportunity to do this, which this is a
like,
gift
you fuckers
for you.
just saved this for me?
Yes. If you can't read that...
Does that say Witch and Famous? Why does that say Witch and Famous? What is the context of this? I don't... That makes no...
That's for you, buddy.
This... Why is this for me? What the... I'm not wearing a punch shirt! What is it?
Oh, Lord.
Ah! You people just save this shit for me, don't you? You just, Jake will love this one. I will keep it in my car for 1.5 years. waiting for the opportunity to give it to him. Boy, his reaction will be rich.
Oh, Lord. Whew. All right. So,
Why does this say witch? This happens a lot in this movie, and I really just don't understand these people's hatred for these snails.
Yeah.
But in that scene where they're doing the drag race, like the illegal street races kind of thing, like Turbo's up front, like on a hood ornament kind of thing, and he's like leaning forward, like, "Grr, I'm gonna beat you." And like it pans over, and the driver of the Paul Walker car is just mean mugging this snail, like, "You go fuck yourself, snail." And he's not the only character who's just. It's this weird hatred for
because they saw Epic. Remember how mad we were at snails after Epic?
Those were slugs.
Oh, that's true. They were shellless.
No shell over her, baby. Yeah.
Really bad parenting in this fucking movie.
Terrible parenting.
Like the girl, the 1-year-old at the end, like, she's got the makings of a great spy kid or something, and like, she's one!
And then the freeze frame where, like, yeah, the original No Act and No Name are sitting there like, we're gonna reactivate the Spy Kids division and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And so of course the new kids are gonna be in it. Okay, great, that's fine. And they're like, we need all the recruits we can get. Huh? And it goes to the fucking 1-year-old who's just sitting there acting like a 1-year-old, just smiling, whatever, happy as shit.
Isn't this technically child labor?
Pretty much, yes. It's highly illegal. And then here comes Dr. Asino like, I'm gonna escape. And then the baby, like, flips him. And then Jessica was like, oh, and they never address the child by the child's name. It's always baby.
Yeah.
It's baby.
Spy baby.
And then at the end, it's spy baby. She's like, oh, spy baby's first bad guy. Freeze frame in the movie. That was the end of the movie. You never named your fucking kid. You guys are horrible parents. You know what? When that was when Joe McHale did get the footage of them and they're doing their shit. Yeah. And that the news executive guy was like, this is great, this is fantastic, we got him, look, there's children there, these guys are terrible parents, maybe we'll get lucky and they'll get their children taken away from them. I agree. This is where we learn what these two human beings named their child. It was Blue. They named their kid Blue. That,
my boy, Blue.
That alone warrants both of those human beings
to be sterilized.
No. What's the fucking point of sterilizing them now? They already did the damage.
Well, you don't want the next one to be turquoise.
There isn't going to be another one because I'm going to kill them. You don't deserve to procreate if you're going to name your kid something really fucking stupid. It goes for everyone. I can't stand it when parents name their kids the most idiotic, stupid-ass fucking names, because that poor little kid has to grow up being named Blue.
This is my
don't like
daughter,
North?
Peaches
What?
Don't like North?
No! So it's fucking Blue's birthday. Who the kid who they got to play Blue is the single worst child actor I have ever seen in my goddamn life. Just...
What about comparing this to like Smurfs or Chipmunks or
I'd put it on par.
Yeah.
At least on par. I would put
it was
it on
really
par.
fucking bad.
I would put it on par with probably like Spy Kids or
okay, yeah.
Or
you know, the one with the guy.
That's my boy.
Not that bad.
Poster.
That's
well, it's not as bad as That's My Boy.
Yeah, there we go. Why don't we have that as the marquee for this upcoming? Angry Jake says, it's not as bad as That's My Boy. When he went on record to say That's My Boy is the worst movie he has ever seen, which is still true.
It's not that bad.
So it's not that bad.
So we saw Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. 2.
Which is also the 2 times that I've seen it.
It is. You cheated. Went ahead. It was awesome.
First time I saw it, I was all by myself. Nobody wants to see a movie with me. I see how it is.
Nobody called. I didn't even know you went to see it until I was told today. Oh, good.
Finally, he shows up. It's like, all right, great. We got the whole theater
Like
to
4
ourselves.
minutes in.
Yeah. And so we're sitting there, and the commercials that Brad paid 11 something odd dollars for me to watch got done rolling. It's like, okay, please stay tuned. The movie's going to start or whatever. It's a blank screen. We're sitting there waiting and waiting, and then me and Brian look at each other like,
They're not going
to start our fucking movie. They're going to disappoint the Madagascar guy.
Exactly.
I had to get up out of my goddamn seat, walk out to the lobby, find an employee, and literally look at her and go, are you guys going to start my movie or what? And she was like, oh, okay. Did your friend make it? Yeah, he's in here. All right, I'll go tell him to start it. Everyone who bought a ticket is here. Great.
And you know, they have that, most midnight showings, they have the one person that comes out in the front of the theater, like, hey guys, thanks for coming out. Here's our rules. She just told us the rules right out there in the lobby.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, it's just you two. I'll just tell you right now.
No cell phones, no none, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, because I'm going to be recording
Yeah,
this.
I'm recording this for prosperity's sake. I need to remember this night.
When I bought the Rob, I was on my bike. I was living downtown downtown Springfield at the time, and I had a buddy who worked at the pawn shop and said, dude, we just got a Rob in, and we're going to give it to you for a really good price. I got it in a working Rob they had the gyromite parts. It didn't have the stack-up parts, but it had the gyromite parts. And I got a really good deal on it. So I went there on my bike, because I was just riding my bike at the time. I didn't have a car at the time. So I just lived downtown. So I rode the bike there with a backpack and had the Rob, like, sticking out, like, his head kind of sticking out from the bike. I drove so carefully on the way home. Probably took me 2 hours to go 2 blocks. Like, no way am I gonna do fucking BMX fucking extreme ops shit like that with his priceless Rob in the back.
You mean to tell me when you were riding around with the Rob in the backpack, you never had that urge just to go on a vert ramp and just go balls to the walls?
If I thought Rob was actually alive and would make me start flying over the city, then maybe I would have hit, like, the ramp or something like that. Whoa, Rob, not so high!
Not so high! Not so high! He is magical.
Why is the FBI after you, Rob?
The Victor's parents, like, when they find out, they're like, you did a horrible thing, Victor. You animated a corpse. No, you don't. No, don't do that. And I think that is correct. Let's not go out and dig up a bunch of fucking corpses and animate them. That's a terrible idea. And then at the end, when the dog is a hero and, you know, it's sad and he died again. And they're laying there and he's, like, the dad comes over and is like, man, you know what? Sometimes we're wrong. Let's fire this motherfucker. That dog is alright.
Dude,
juice it.
It's okay when the animal's good.
It's okay when it's a dog. Fucking heaven forbid if poor Victor had a cat. Just decapitated man. I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do for that.
I'm glad you said decapitated, because there is, like, a more... I'm going somewhere with this.
Alright, let's follow this.
There is a morbid sense of humor about this movie that I did kind of like. Like, when he stitches the dog back together, and you see where the stitches are, that leads to believe this was a really gruesome car accident.
I was actually going to mention that. It's like, you see the dog and there's just stitches everywhere.
Around his neck.
Around his neck.
Yeah.
He was obviously, like...
Decapitated!
Obliterated by the car. Not only was he decapitated, but if you notice on his back, there's like a random polka dot curtain thing that I guess he stitched into him. So he's missing that part of him.
His tail, his ears.
His tail was off, his ears were off.
Yeah.
Like, stitches right here, this was off, this was off. What the hell happened?
That car just obliterated him, apparently.
They don't make cars like that anymore.
Yeah, and it couldn't have been just like okay, he's just been dead a long time. He's kind of rotting. It was like the day after.
The day after. Like, they buried him, sad, goes to class, neurons or electrical stimulants, idea, dig up dog. That is the amount of time. Not even the puns that you assholes send to me every single day.
Abacustabra.
Not even, and I use this term very loosely, not even good puns. I can't even begin to describe you how loosely I'm using good next to the word pun.
Well, didn't you really like Red Hot Chili Pipers?
I really liked Red Hot Chili Pipers because that chili was so angry while playing the bagpipes. That was funny. Yeah. And plus, it was just you with this big, like, shit-eating grin, like, ha, I'm gonna piss Jake off with this. I looked at it, I was like, you guys are pricks. Where's my goddamn lighter?
There should be one, hang on. Maybe not. Smurf 2, the search for Jake's lighter in 3D.
I found one.
It smells like corn dogs in here.
Yeah, that was the original thing that I was gonna bitch about. So the fucking Smurfs go inside of here, right? And Grumpy Smurf lands into this big-ass wagon full of presents that the Colonel Sanders of corn dogs brought in with him. So he lands in it and he pops up with this puppet. It's like this weird corn dog monster with a tongue. And he's inside of it
it's
going,
Gene Simmons
help!
Corn dog.
Yeah, it's help! Help! It smells like corn dog in here. How the hell do you know what the fuck a corn dog smells like? You didn't know that in the first movie. This is only the second time you've been inside of our world. How the hell do you know what a corn dog smells like? How do you know what a corn dog is? You fuckers call it a Smurf dog. That could be anything. Smurfette, Jillian, and Haggis would be like right in this room, and they're coming off, and here's Papa Smurf and all the rest. If only they would have stopped, or looked at the reflection, or looked out of the peripheral vision, they would have seen the other Smurfs trying to save them. If they weren't as deaf and dumb as a fucking post, they would have heard everybody talking about them.
I think that was the part in the movie when I leaned over to you and said, this movie's starting to suck.
Yeah, that was 10 minutes in, Brad.
Yes, it was.
It was just painful. Like, I almost walked out.
Yeah.
It just felt done.
Right.
Like, I'm not laughing. I'm getting more and more mad. Like, nobody here is enjoying themselves. Everyone here is just as miserable as I am. Why am I sitting through this again?
When the ending credits came up, we were out of there so fucking fast before even the title card was over.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I did my time. I did my stint. I'm out. I'm a free man now. I ain't going back.
Just fucking...
I ain't going back, boss man.
We went to go see The Croods. The Nick Cage film that Brad wishes he saw.
Yeah. Boy, yeah.
Because it actually was pretty good.
There's no puns.
There is no puns.
There is no puns. This kid's movie is fucking amazing. There are no puns in the entire film. At all. None. That already gets a glowing recommendation from me.
3, 4, and 5 actually did have the smells.
3, 4, and 5 work.
Yeah.
6 and 7, here comes the fucking poo. Yeah. I can't watch a goddamn movie this summer without fucking shit, piss, vomit, whatever.
This movie's got all of them.
It's got it all. It's the tri-fucking-fecta of shitty movies.
So not 1, but 2 of these things are farts.
Yeah, 6 and 7
are
back
both
to fucking
farts.
Back. Are like one of them's like a shitty diaper, the other one's like
the dog.
The dog. Ass-ripping dog.
It emits the green, like, thing. And, like, that was kind of, like, by the time the first fart came on, it didn't pop up the number and then a fart. Like, you just heard, like that, and it went ding, and we're, so we start scratching the fuck out of it. Eventually, we scratch it down hard enough to where we could smell it, and we're both, ow! Why did we do that? What was the tree thing?
Fucking hate puns.
The tree thing. That was the one I think that got the biggest. Oh!
It was.
Cloris Leachman lived in a teapot and a tree. But it wasn't a teapot, it was a tree pot. A tree pot.
Ah! God damn it! This is.
All the cow puns.
I can't.
This is our waitress, Moonica.
I hate puns. Laziest form of fucking writing. And speaking of that, what kind of effort was put into the writing of this movie?
There was effort?
What this dude was.
I thought they winged the whole damn thing.
Woogly? The stupidest fucking names ever.
The characters.
Scientastic.
That motherfucking science kid who's supposed to be the smart scientist, but everything that he's coming up with in the movie doesn't fucking work. Wouldn't fucking work. You gotta lean at a 45-degree angle off the edge of this airplane.
Does the Michael Jackson lean?
Yeah. My plane can't take off. It's got a balloon tied.
Yeah, it's got a balloon tied to it. I can't take off. No, I'm pretty sure the jet will be alright.
I'll build a trampoline. Pile up that luggage. Let's put a blanket over it.
Here's where it gets fun. Now, random, there's treasure on the island.
It's an island.
Yeah, it's an island. Obviously, let's turn this into Treasure Island. Why don't we just cover every
treasure on every island?
Why don't we just cover every single pop fucking culture we possibly can in one goddamn movie? Let's get it all. All right, we got Alvin saying winning.
I was just gonna say
we got that
outside.
God damn
we
it.
got
Double rainbow.
The double rainbow.
Oh, it's relevant.
Yeah, that's very relevant. We got
Especially
that.
when you're a 6-year-old.
We have
Those two things are very relevant.
we have all these songs, and fuck all if I know who. I said, Go-Go's Vacation is the only one I know. I was told there was
Lady Gaga.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
sure
that-
winning was irrelevant
very
at least when they
beautiful
animated it.
but
This'll last. That saying.
so yeah, there's a treasure on the island. All right, what the fuck ever. And now randomly there's a volcano. Okay, let's go with this.
Brad Pitt, he's a great actor. He nails it.
Oh yeah.
And he's the only person in this movie who acts like a fucking human being.
You goddamn right he does.
Whether he's like teaching his kids how to fight,
That was great. That was another really good scene. Where like
hit me.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. He was teaching his kids, how to fight. He was like, hit with your left, but make sure when you go with your left, you keep your guard up, and then give me your right. He's like, good.
Yeah.
Hit me.
Yeah.
Hit me. Don't be afraid. Hit me. Hit me. And it was like, god damn. He also sent me a joke, which I'm gonna go ahead and tell.
I can't remember this.
Yeah, it was like this. The joke made me laugh just because of the randomness of it.
Yeah.
God bless you, people, my friends included, that just give me something that they know is going to piss me off, but they do it such a roundabout, random way that I have no choice but to laugh at the fact that they're fucking with me. So I believe Tommy was probably fucking with me, or maybe he was being genuine. Either way, the joke made me laugh, not because of the joke, because of the delivery. Well done. But the joke was, there's 3 ducks in a pond. All right? And for some reason, somebody comes over and says, what the fuck are you ducks doing? All right? And duck number 1 has been like, hey, I've been in here blowing bubbles. All right, he goes over to duck number 2. He's like, duck number 2, what are you doing what have you been doing in this pond lately? Duck number 2 is like, hey, man, look, I've just been out here blowing bubbles. And the guy goes over to duck number 3 and goes, let me guess, you've been out here all night blowing bubbles too? And the duck goes, no, sir, my name is Bubbles.
Last night I blew Chunks. You don't understand. Chunks is my dog.
Anyways,
after Hiroshima, there's not much you could do. They're good. They've seen it all.
That was like 20 years ago. Alright, like 15. Wait, I should know this. I watched Wolverine last week. I get the dirty looks. He said it.
He got the dirty look first.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I panned to you because you said it happened 20 years ago. 20 years ago? In the 80s?
Didn't they make a movie about that? Hiroshima Diaries?
Did they? You're the one who has the encyclopedic knowledge of movies, Brad.
Didn't you go see that movie?
With the mutant Japanese?
With the mutant turtles living under the... Did you see what I did there? Look, Mikey, I think you got it.
I'll fucking kill you.
But I still managed to be the biggest dick, even though I saw the movie too.
That's a change of pace.
This whole thing with a parrot. You've somehow escaped from. There's a Rita Hayworth poster on Jake's chair. Somehow he escaped through his chair. Just wondered why he brought a tiny little pickaxe into the movie.
Oh my god.
Look, your imagination.
I just like that. Jake does not notice this happening.
How does nobody notice? And only
Jake, is that you? Oh, it's a poster.
Only in your fucked up brain does that work.
See, and then in my head, how am I supposed to see the chair that I'm whittling out? So I'm gonna need one of those miner's helmets with the flashlight on it so I can see what I'm doing. How can Dave not notice that?
Tell him it's a camera. You're bootlegging the movie.
And how?
Oh, that's a good idea.
How dare you leave me behind?
He's walking up and down the aisle, shaking a seat cushion out of
Every
his
fucking man for himself.
Dude, come on, that's a teamwork kind of thing right there.
You never met me before?
I have!
Every man for himself.
Hey, the zombies come, you can kick me to the fucking curb. I don't give a shit. But come on, man. Escaping from a movie theater, I can be useful there.
Dave. I'm not even supposed to be here right now.
I know, and I love you for coming, but why did you? Save yourself next time, motherfucker. But take me with you. Just tap me on the shoulder as you're going down the hole and be like, hey, wave at me, so I know the hole's there.
Hotel Transylvania.
Another Adam fucking
Sandler.
Sandler movie. God damn it.
And
Would
Andy
somebody
Samberg.
please shoot him in the fucking head. Please. I can't stand. Never, ever have I been able to stand his bullshit. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. It's not funny. Please hang yourself.
douchebag airplane smashes comically into these like giant car-shaped porta potties and like knocks the top off, and the cars are like, "Oh, I was pooping," and like gets motor oil on him, and they're all making fun of him like it's the car equivalent of poo. So I guess maybe they were in there changing their
oil
at a race.
I don't know.
Just on the go, like you do with the car.
Well, I mean, when my car's oil gets really dirty, I just go ahead and drain it on out.
It's like the car.
My car is pooing. So fucking stupid. So while they're doing this random volcano decides to erupt. Of course, we need some action in this piece of shit. So the volcano explodes, starts erupting. So we got like, you know what? That's just the fucking movie. A fucking volcano explodes. We run.
To be continued.
There were some instances where I was genuinely mad.
Well, I was kind of like, what is this? What do these pirates give a shit about this block of ice?
Exactly.
You know, I was that was like a really forced.
And why were there Samoan pirates in this movie? Really? We're gonna go with this topical pedophilia. Several scenes of pedophilia. Then they cut to a student running for what I can only assume is student body or like student body president. Mm-hmm. And he's giving a speech in front of a full auditorium of students and teachers, and you kind of hear, like, moaning noises, and then...
Highly specific. You're so good at this! All the practice
all
that
the
we
practice,
had paid off!
all the teaching that I've done here has paid off so well! And they pull the curtains. Oh, the sound was the piano. Clang, clang, clang. That's what I was thinking.
Because so they pull the curtains and they're fucking on the piano.
And, like, you just see the back end of the teacher sitting on a piano getting drilled by a fucking 12-year-old. And then she wraps herself in a flag and runs away.
And the kid gets a standing ovation. And the kid
gets a standing ovation. That is so fucking wrong.
And they kept making this joke for the rest of the movie. Everyone's like, oh yeah, you're the kid who fucked his teacher. I'm like, I so would have fucked my teacher if I had been in that situation.
And he got popular for it?
Look, Lloyd, I said I was sorry.
Lloyd, don't.
Come on, Lloyd.
Don't eat the tripod.
Lloyd. Alright, fine, you can groom yourself.
Oh, Mr. Kitty. I'd bring you back, Lloyd. Don't worry. Lloyd's got nothing to worry about. I'm not planning on signing up for baseball anytime soon. It'll be fine.
You take care of that cat or I will sign your ass up for baseball.
He's fine. See, there he goes.
The realization that he had when he learned that he was allergic to birds was his stepdad got turned into a duck. We had that.
That wasn't.
He turns back into a duck. Or, I'm sorry, he turns back into normal. And he tells that story where he was like, hey, look, you little shit. You're the one who was allergic to the fucking pigeon, not me. I took the heat because you had no daddy. You're welcome. Mm-hmm. He was like, I'm not allergic to it. And he just randomly is like, here, smell my feathers. And Neil Patrick Harris, like, smells his feathers and sneezes. Like, oh my god, you were right.
Yeah.
That is how you learn you're allergic to something?
Right.
If you just I don't care who you are. If you ruffle some feathers underneath someone's nose, you're gonna
exactly.
sneeze.
It's like, here, smell a feather. It's going to tickle your nose. Yeah. You're going to sneeze.
Mm-hmm. My god, I'm allergic to this pepper.
Exactly.
Smurfette has her birthday party, which I would have been pissed off if I was her, because if they weren't so fucking clumsy with this goddamn birthday party, none of this shit would have happened. He already has the power to take over the world. I don't fucking get this guy.
There's so many examples of how he can do that, too. They're showing the magic show. He turns somebody into a giant frog. He turns Azrael into a cat the size of a bus.
At that point, Azrael should have fucking ate him.
Yeah. And then not only that, like, when they're going to the fucking Ferris wheel, there's this huge line, and Gargamel uses his power to part the people and to force them to bow down in front of them. And he's walking, he's fucking walking through saying, like, oh, thanks for holding our place.
And
they're cheering his ass on.
And then they're like, oh, those are my kids. And everyone's just like, oh, okay, those are his little, really tiny kids. And they're all like, oh, we're bowing against our will.
Yeah.
I can't fucking...
It could be Escape from Alcatraz, escape rules, where you leave behind dummies dressed like yourself in the chair.
Fuck it, man!
Because they have to be dressed the
with
same.
With a couple of M&Ms in the hand. Yeah. So I gotta get naked, put the clothes that I was wearing on all my dummies. I gotta construct the dummies, tunnel out of my chair somehow, through the theater, and tunnel out. Hopefully it's raining in this.
Yeah, because you have to escape via raft, because that's what Eastwood did.
I'm just saying, make it more like the Papillon thing. You could be Steve McQueen, and I'll be fucking Hoffman.
So you jump off the roof of the building.
Right. You can be Steve McQueen, I'll be Dustin Hoffman. I won't make it in the end, but at least you'll have informed me of the fucking plan. Okay?
Alright, fine. I will yell your name when I'm halfway down the hole.
That's all I ask!
It'll be, yeah, the aerial, Shawshank Redemption shot, where you're like, you're shirtless, raining down, you're just, Dave!
Yeah! No Dave left behind! I can get behind that.
Yeah,
Did it have the title card from the end of Escape from Alcatraz? It's Sharks Might Have Got
Why do I always die by sharks, man?
They construct this huge ass fucking this huge ass fucking 3-person raft with a mast, and yeah, without a montage, mind you, either. It's just
fucking there.
It's just there. It's just all of a sudden there.
All right, here's the plan. I want everybody to gather these materials. We'll meet back up. Done. Oh, well done.
The thing you see is the mask getting put up, and that's it. They're carrying shit, the mask gets put up. I'm like, oh, it's done.
Yeah, they carry shit, the mask goes up, they ring a bell, there's a big-ass raft. Made out of camouflage, coconuts, very good-looking lumber, siding. There's a kitchen in the bottom. This thing is fucking huge.
They went to the local Lowe's on the island.
Yeah,
It's got its own snooty butler.
God damn it.
Very good, sir.
I recommend the Chateau from 1594. It's a very good year.
Speaking of which, the fucking audience.
Yeah, we had a hard time with that.
I might have been able to enjoy this movie slightly more had it not been for the audience.
We had some guys talking the whole time.
Yeah,
loud.
there's from where
I think someone was ripping ass loudly and purposely in the back. Did you
more
hear that?
than likely.
Like,
I don't know.
Trying to get a rise out of people and sound like he was just
I
shitting
hope
himself.
they shit themselves, to be honest with you. I really do. This
There's these two teenage kids sitting right in front of me and Jake that just needed to die.
Yeah. If you talk in a movie, if you whisper something like blah, 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 or make a joke, if only that person can hear and they don't care that, a second of the movie's been interrupted, that's fine. Usually that's friends. But don't fucking sit there and have a conversation like I'm having right now
At this volume.
At this volume, in a crowded somewhat crowded theater, to somebody sitting next to you. Don't fucking do it. And if I come behind you, or if Dave here comes behind you and punches you in the back of the fucking head, and when you turn around and we stare at you, go, all right, guys, I fucked up. And then you sit there and watch a fucking movie. I wanted to do that. So, I honestly, like half of the movie when they're running through all that shit, they're running through, I have no idea what was happening. I was looking up, run, and I just went back to stairs like, I'm going to go to jail tonight. Is basically what it boils down to.
If the movie had been longer than 80 minutes long, you and I would have gotten in a fight.
Oh my god!
I'm kind of glad the running time was so low on this. Normally I'd feel ripped off, but otherwise you and I would be in the back of a squad car. Right?
Oh yeah. Fucking take me. I don't care. You know what? Let me out. Give me 5 more minutes with those guys. I don't think I taught them enough of a lesson. I saw the Smurfs trailer.
Smurfs 2.
I can't.
Don't come out till summer.
I can't. Fuck.
We got time. Depending on if they're doing Midnights or not next summer, it might be me seeing it with you.
But you just said it might be me seeing it with you, implying there's nothing I'm going to be able to do to get the fuck out of the movie. It's already been set in fucking stone that next summer I gotta watch that.
Just like in Frankenweenie, Mr. Lloyd crept out of J. That means you're Omen.
There's something else a little bit odd about this movie, and it's very subtle. When we were at Blue's birthday party, one of his friends, there's parents there, alright? One of the ladies who was with her man was pregnant. Nobody referenced it, she was just pregnant.
Yeah,
And you don't really think much about it, it's okay. Later in the movie, that 3D sequence you were talking about when they were riding storks.
Yeah.
They crashed a photo shoot. I think it was a photo shoot. All the women were dressed in white, like wedding gowns.
Mm-hmm.
There was 4 women there. Each and every one of them was pregnant.
Quadruple shotgun wedding.
It's very subtle, and I don't understand why it's in the movie. Why? I can understand the children birthday aspect kind of thing, right? I get that. But I don't understand the stork reference, and I don't understand why they crashed a photo shoot, why all 4 of those women were pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
It's subtle, but it does have to do with the Smurfs. The fact that none of them are actually birthed, and they talk about the stork. So they talk about the storks and then but you bring them in the real world where they can actually get pregnant. Like that, like when he comes in, when he's talking about Blue, he's like, "Man, that must have been a really big stork that brought him in."
I didn't hear that line.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that.
It's the naivete of the Smurfs.
The naivete of the Smurfs. This movie's deep. This movie is
not fucking deep.
This movie is only God forgives levels of deep.
Oh my god.
That may be
Terrence Malick's Smurfs.
We would still be in there.
They wouldn't be talking. You'd see a cutaway of a Smurf dying, and
Is
then
it ever gonna fucking show the Smurfs? All we've seen is just the trees.
Mother, father, Smurf. I miss your Smurfy presence.
Smurf me, son.
Smurf me, son. Come on,
Smurf me, son.
Right here. Smurf me right here.
You are allowed to Smurf here.
Stop.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It hasn't been Sharknado yet.
I want to see that.
So do I. So bad. And I won't be in theaters, and it makes me so sad.
I'm guessing this is a tornado full of sharks.
Yes! No, it's a tornado made
It's
of
a shark
sharks.
full of tornadoes.
Okay.
It's a Sharknado.
A Sharknado, tornado full of sharks, and the tagline is "Enough said."
It's nuff said.
Yeah. Enough said.
Apostrophe N-U-F-F. Nuff said. It is a tornado full of sharks. Stop asking your questions and accept this as amazing.
Okay.
It's great, right?
I don't know what it is with this theater and the weird shit that just seems to happen to me, but I'm standing in line. There's like 6 people in front of me. They're all going to go see a good movie. And I'm standing there, and this dude just walks up to me.
Yeah.
I'm not the only guy standing in line. He walks up to me. I don't know if he recognized me from the site or if I'm just that goddamn good looking.
You're dreamy.
Boy, I am. And he looks at me and was like, "Would you like to take this young lady to go see Smurfs?" A, how dare you assume that I'm going to go see Smurfs? But he was right.
Excuse me, sir. You look like you're doing someone a favor.
He's like, I see that
Excuse me, sir.
dejected
It looks
look.
like you get tortured for a fucking website because people find it funny when you're pissed off after you see a fucking movie after working 6 fucking days a goddamn week.
Midnight Heat
looks like fun.
Midnight Heat was my biggest movie on the site. That was a big hit. It was 90 minutes of you being pissed off in the 80s and on cocaine.
You look like you're about to be a man who's about to be broken.
And so I was like, fuck it, yeah, sure, I'll take her. And like she turned around, she was like, "You gonna go see Smurfs?" I was like, "Yeah, do you want to go?" "I don't care." What the fuck ever. And she was like, "I already got my tickets for Cowboys and Aliens." So I was like, "Well, enjoy your good fucking movie."
That's hard.
Exactly. She was like, "I don't want to see Cowboys and Aliens. I want to see Smurfs." Yeah, that's fucking marriage material. That sounds like a girl I could really get behind.
There are several moments in this movie where he clearly loves his
Well,
kids.
he would say, he would be like, "So what'd you do? What'd you do to get?" "I went to school." "What happened after that?" It's like basically, what happened after that, you fucking smartass.
Yeah.
Which would have been said at my house.
Right.
Hence the person I am today. But
You are going to be Sean Penn when you're older.
lost, dazed, and confused. "My brother died 45 years ago. Don't know what to do."
That's Fast Times.
Yeah, what happened to that Sean Penn? He was a fun Sean Penn.
I know, right?
Now it's
Learn
just-
about Cuba, eating some food. Roll on, Mr. Hand.
Yeah, right. Love that movie. He's the most incompetent military leader on the planet, so there should be a reason why your stupid ass is grounded. So here's what happens. He starts telling this story of a squadron of all rookies, led by him. He was the one who trained them, so he's a officer of some sort. They're doing recon mission. All right, this is World War II. the clouds part and there's like a little enemy ship, and the rookies are like, come on, Commander, let's go get him. It's just one ship. It's like a sitting duck. No, said the commander. We need to stay on course. You know, our objective is recon. Oh, but come on, we want to. All right, boys, why don't we just go in and take a look at holy shit, it's the whole fleet! And then you see a firefight, like a naval old school firefight, and you see his squadron just
these rookies.
rip, blam, blam, dead,
just fucking shell-shocked, flying through the air.
Skipper's, oh fuck.
My boys, no.
My boys, not my boys, plane. War as hell. I would rather normally see a Pixar movie than I would any of this other bullshit that's been coming out.
Yeah.
But
And I'd still
this
rather
is terrible.
I'd still rather see this than fucking Green Lantern, but still, that's like choosing to have my, eyes gouged out or my teeth pulled one at a time.
Whatever.
So,
I'd much rather see Mr. Popper's penguins again.
Well, okay.
I can't look at a penguin without getting a raging heart on nowadays. That was hot. And like when they go to the raft, like David Cross is kind of a dick. I guess he was the bad guy through the first two. We got crazy random bitch. She's the bad guy in this one. We literally have this forgiven moment, and everybody can ride on the raft to safety. Oh, I'm sorry. If I get stranded on a deserted island, and there's some crazy random broad there with like 6 different various balls and calling them by their name, and if I get out, if I create a raft and I try to get out, the first thing I'm going to do is hold that bitch's head under the water till I don't see any more fucking bubbles coming up. Alright? And then, when my raft eventually breaks down, I'm riding her bloated, dead fucking ass right back to safety. No, I don't forgive that fucking easy. I don't forgive.
Volcano
You're going to die.
fixes everything.
Apparently an erupting volcano is just, now it's time to realize that we're very petty and wrong. No, I'm still petty. Alright? I'm still angry. Bitch gonna die.
So essentially, if a volcano erupts, you're still not forgiving me for sending you to
No. You see, if a volcano ever erupts, I got plans for you. They will not be pleasant, and I promise you will be alive for every single moment of it.
Second thought, I am not taking that trip to Hawaii with you.
Oh, we are so going to Hawaii. Fucking Hotel Goddamn Transylvania. The extended version. Thank you fucking God for that.
Right. Oh, Adam Sandler has a daughter. Who's in love with a human? Oh no, what are we gonna do? Adam Sandler's gonna sing her goofy song.
Of course he is.
Oh. Okay.
Fucking hate Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Smurfs 2, the trailer starts up. One of the Smurfs, I don't know which one it was.
That's functional retard Smurf.
Was it?
That
The
was
one that got him lost
one
in
that
the
got
other
him
one?
lost.
Okay. He comes walking out, and it's just a teaser. He just comes walking out, does like the 3D 2 like that. When he walks out and goes like, oh, hey there, it's been a while since I've seen you. What did I turn over and say to you?
Your happy ass leaned over and was like, oh man, he's talking about you.
And your response?
Motherfucker.
Well, when the trailer, hey buddy, when the trailer first started, my reaction was, oh, and you just the biggest sigh I've ever heard.
Can't believe that's getting a goddamn sequel.
They greenlit that shit like after the opening weekend of the last one. I've known about that for a while.
Terrence Malick's Transformers.
Human transforming. Yes, that'd be good.
Wow, that could get really graphic.
I'd watch it. Yeah.
I would honestly be surprised if this turned out to be the worst movie I've seen so far this year. Because it's been that bad of a year for movies. Now having seen it, Jake, with some of the bad stuff you've been at, and
Brian, you Grown Ups 2. Is this the worst movie you guys have seen so far this year?
Grown Ups 2 and this one go hand in hand.
I can say that on a technical aspect.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
So I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say that that is possibly the worst fucking thing I've seen in a long time.
I knew this was going to be terrible.
Well, I thought it was gonna be bad. I didn't. Why the fuck isn't Jake here?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then fuck you, Brian Lewis. That's My Boy is far worse than Grown Ups 2. Because That's My Boy, I would rather watch this movie on a continuous loop for 48 hours before I would ever watch That's My Boy again. Ever.
Yeah.
And me and him had this discussion. He is dead set convinced that Grown Ups 2 is worse than That's My Boy. I told him to suck a bag of dicks. No, it's not. And you saw it.
I've never seen That's My Boy.
No.
But yeah, I would never see it.
No, but you saw Grown Ups, right? And you just said that those two are about on par, right? Because in my opinion,
in terribleness, yeah, that's...
In my opinion, I can't do Grown Ups 2, but I can do That's My Boy. That's My Boy is up here. Smurfs is way the fuck down here. That's My Boy is levels and levels worse than what this movie is.
I was gonna say, it sounds like you're making That's My Boy
No,
masterpiece.
up here. Up
Like
here,
Burt
bad.
Wonderstone.
Right. Burt Wonderstone's a masterpiece, right? Yeah.
I haven't seen it. As far as movies that I have seen thus far this year,
I almost kind of want to see That's My Boy now. I'm intrigued to see.
fucking go ahead.
I don't. Well, I'm not going to because I.
You goddamn coward. Every last
Was
one
this
of you.
worse than Internship?
Yeah.
There's nothing to get, no matter how many times people tell me I just don't get it. There's nothing to get. You motherfuckers don't get it.
And if
there's
you get
nothing there.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no,
just
there's no
abstract.
story.
You
It's-
take
it's
out of
abstract.
it-
You take out of it whatever you want. So
Yeah.
there's nothing to get.
Uh-huh.
If you find some kind of personal revelation through watching a Terrence
Then
Malick movie
fine.
and you enjoy it, fucking enjoy it. But
Yeah.
don't look at me and tell me that I don't get it. There's
Yeah,
nothing to get.
that's what
it's
I s-
abstract. I don't see the same fucking thing that you see.
Mm-hmm.
I see irritating pictures that is in something called a movie.
That's what I have to say too, is that like if you actually get something out of this, like any of his other movies, okay, fine, it worked for you. His stuff does not work for me. His stuff's not made for me. It's not. And you know what? Don't get mad at me over that because I'm not taking that away from you. If you want it,
Fucking
it's
enjoy
yours.
it.
Enjoy it. It's yours. I will not take that away from you.
Don't give a shit.
I'm here offering my own criticism, my own opinion on the movie. That's my job. That's what I'm here to do. I have to do that. But I'm not taking anything away from you if you like it. If you like it, fine. If you get something out of it, fine. It worked for you in a way that it didn't work for me. And you know what? It's never gonna work
And
for
grow
me.
some thicker skin. Jesus Christ, we can't pick on you guys for liking this without you getting all butthurt. I don't get it. Just shut up, dude. I'm teasing you. Man, you read some of the comments about things that people said about me or said about us? They're brutal. I don't care. I
Right.
don't care.
Oh yeah. We're gonna get people wanting to stick all kinds of stuff up our ass.
We sure are. Bring it on. I find those comments funny. Like those
Bring it
comments where
on.
they
I got a
don't
lot
like
of
me.
space in there.
Oh yeah, come on in.
It's the hottest spot in town.
I see what you did there.
I didn't see funny people. I didn't see what is it, Spanglish?
I didn't see Spanglish.
I didn't see the Adam Sandler movies that people say, well, I know you don't like Adam Sandler, but if you see him in these movies, you'll like him. No. No, I've never seen those movies. I have no intention to, because Adam Sandler is a motherfucking hack. He is a terrible goddamn actor. He's a terrible fucking comedian. Nothing he has ever done is fucking funny. The only time I've ever laughed at him was on the early days of SNL. And guess who was carrying him? Chris fucking Farley, who was a goddamn genius. Chris Farley was funny. And then we got, This name is, it's gonna be something Mickey, something the old school video game.
Oh, Wreck-It Ralph.
That's it, Wreck-It Ralph. That looks like a lot of fun. That would be, even though it has John C. God fucking damn Riley in it. Ugh! It's another person I just can't stand. Cannot stand him. Fuck. We got Wreck-It Ralph again.
We got a fuller trailer for that. That looks fun. There's it does look fun. The more trailers I see, it looks like I'm probably really gonna hate the Sarah Silverman character.
But it's Sarah Silverman.
Well, she is pretty.
She is pretty, just not funny.
I couldn't tell the inflection right there. I didn't know if that was well, it's Sarah Silverman, man. There's got to be something funny in there. I didn't know if it was that or it's Sarah Silverman. What did you expect?
You could take either one out of that.
But there was some stupid pun she had in the trailer. What was that? Duty, where she makes the duty joke. Hero's Duty.
Hero's Duty was the name of the game that he jumped into, and she was laughing because of the word duty.
I think I might find this character slightly annoying.
Yeah.
The rest of it looks good.
At least that shit could have at least kept my attention for as long as that happened.
It would have, dude.
But you're also talking to somebody who has never seen any of the Die Hards all the way through. What?
You've disappointed me, McLean.
I don't give a fuck. I don't know who McLean is. Never seen Die Hards. You want to know else? Never seen any of the Aliens. Name another popular movie series.
Not even Alien 3?
No.
You'd like Die Hard.
Probably, but I haven't seen it. The only, I've seen Rockies. I've seen all those.
Oh, you better.
Hell yeah.
What about Rambo?
Yeah, I've seen all the
Nice.
Rambos.
What about the mannequins?
No.
What? What are you guys laughing at? What? What?
All right, Meshack, calm the fuck down.
Hollywood! You get over here. Hey, let me guess. I'm fired. Take my paycheck and get out of here. Hey, I get to meet Andrew McCarthy in a couple weeks. You goddamn right I'm taking my mannequin with me.
I don't.
Not even my copy of Mannequin. Just a mannequin I built myself.
I do.
I made him look like. I made her look like Kim Cattrall.
Kiss her and see if she comes to life.
Damn it! I accidentally brought my Christy Swanson mannequin.
I hate it when you do that.
Reference mannequin?
While I'm smoking, yes. There's something I've learned since everything kind of went to shit in my life, is that when I start getting really angry, really too angry about these movies or anything like that, there's a song that I sing. And the song just always makes me happy. And during this movie, I was listening to that song so many times in my head that the song was just pissing me off. The movie has ruined the happy song in my head.
What's the happy song?
See, I don't even want to do the happy song now.
Do the happy song.
I don't want to do it.
the happy song.
It's not happy to me anymore. It's just infuriating. Alright, no it's not. It still makes me happy.
What's the happy song? Do the happy dance.
I'm not going to do the happy dance.
Come on, do the happy dance.
I'm not doing the happy dance. I don't do happy dances. Alright?
Do the happy dance. Do the happy dance.
I don't have happy dances.
I will do the happy dance for you. It's fun and gay and tra la la. Hope you will enjoy my time. It's okay. You get your blood pressure medication in the morning.
Yeah, the song still makes me happy. I hate these movies. And here's the reason why I hate these fucking things. A, I have ADD. Bad.
Yeah,
so when I was watching the first one, I was And okay, I'm benching. There's 2 people sleeping. Over there. Nope, and I'm bored. And now I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look down. I'm gonna look over here. I'm gonna
I thought
something crosses the screen. I completely miss it.
I thought fan cam was kind of annoying in this movie. Fan cam.
They use that thing
camera.
so goddamn much.
The reason I would probably watch Die Hard 5 as opposed to this one, because at least Die Hard 5 did not say Smurf home syndrome.
Right.
That fucking infuriated me.
Smurf home syndrome.
Oh yeah, she just has a classic case of Smurf home syndrome. Yeah, that's a fucking fantastic disease to throw Smurf in front of.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking fantastic.
Don't mind him, he's got Smurf Gehrig's disease.
Smurf Gehrig's disease.
He's been a little promiscuous, so he's got smades.
Man, I should have been. Man, I should have been the 6th person to help write this movie. No, you would have known exactly what jokes are mine. I am the luckiest Smurf on Earth.
One of those Smurfs is just wasting away.
God.
They would get a little Smurf wheelchair.
The streets of Philadelphia. La 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 la. Alright. So far we've talked Lou Gehrig's disease, Stockholm Syndrome, Murphy's Law, Hiroshima, AIDS. What next? What do we got? What do we fucking got next so we could add the word Smurfs to?
Smurfatitis C? I don't know.
Smurfatitis C. We could redo your Grown Ups 2 video and say this final Smurftion.
Final Smurfolution? Yeah.
Smurfolution? That sounds like a Beatles song.
Smurfler. Smurfler is going to kill all the, exterminate all the Smurfers.
I guess as far as computer animated Cyclops face goes, it wasn't bad.
It kept making me laugh.
But it was really, really jarring because it's basically they just stretched his face into the middle of his, like stretched across to the middle with like this weird kind of rolling, goofy looking eye, and they kept like putting sunglasses on top of it.
He was my favorite character.
But they kept taking the sunglasses off just to startle you with the Cyclops eye.
It didn't startle me. Like every time that they did that, like I am a Cyclops. It was like me, like.
He was adorable. He was like if Brendan Fraser from George of the Jungle was a Cyclops.
You mean Brendan Fraser from Encino Man?
Well, yeah, the hair, I guess, but he was just kind of like goofy, affable, a yuck. Oh no, I screwed stuff up, but you don't mind because I'm adorable.
Ben Stiller, I do not like. There are exceptions to this. One is The Color of Money, the Ben Stiller, his show.
Okay.
The short that he did.
I gotcha, yeah.
God damn it. Or whatever it was called. That particular skit, that was really good. I really liked him in Zoolander.
Zoolander was just fucking
Zoolander was a great movie. I don't care what anybody says. Zoolander is awesome.
That was just outrageous. And
I could have sworn there was one more movie I liked him in. No. You know what?
It.
No, I take that back. No, that's it.
Never mind. That's it. Done.
I hated the Falkers, Meet the Parents. Along came
Polly.
All those.
Kid, yeah.
Yes, all those. I can't stand that awkward, goofy comedy that he does.
Oh, there's something about Mary? You like that?
No.
Oh.
No.
That sucks. Because he actually was... Maybe it wasn't just him, but that was actually fairly enjoyable. But
the movie besides him was... I enjoyed. And then he showed up. Just fucking killed it for me.
The duck kind of had a Hitler mustache.
Yeah, he did.
It's a mallard duck. That is the color of their bill. It is not a Hitler mustache. That is what mallard ducks look like.
Hitler.
Yes, Brad. You're right.
Hitler got reincarnated into all
as
the
a mallard
ducks.
duck. Like when they showed the crate of other mallard ducks, every single last one of them.
They were being Hitler. They're totally being Hitler.
Dude, you guys are totes being Hitler right now.
You guys are being Hitler right now. That's because they're all commenters.
Oh, am I being Magic Hitler right now?
Well, I mean, it was a nice twist of irony that the French were killing all those Hitler ducks, so... You know.
Yeah, see?
See?
This movie's full of
subtle.
symbolism.
That's subtlety right there.
Subtlety.
God damn it.
Can I help it if every time I see a duck I think Hitler? It's all because of the cartoon with Daffy the Commando, where Daffy hit Hitler on the head with a mallet. Somehow, ever since
Did
then...
Daffy turn into Hitler afterwards?
No, but Bugs Bunny dressed like Hitler
Yes,
once.
he did.
But I don't think that Mel Blanc was actually speaking German. Nor do I think he
I'm
was...
pretty sure. All right. I'll give you that he wasn't speaking German, but I am 100% convinced that he was speaking Japanese.
All right, that was fluent Japanese.
So fucking racist. I gotta sing my happy song.
Sing your happy song.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get the music going in my head first. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo! Every day that... Oh, wait. Every day... See? It ruined it.
Oh, hey!
Oh, me bagpipes! You ruined DuckTales for me, R.I.P. You know what?
It's fine. So, Jake does not recommend it.
They've already got Brian and Dave going to see Medea, because apparently Brad doesn't want me to do the review for Medea in blackface, which... Petition him. Come on. I've got a whole thing of shoe polish that I'm not using anymore.
Oh, for the love of fucking God. Really? Really?
Really?
You bought a whole container of shoe polish.
No, not just for that, but I have shoe polish for a pair of shoes that I don't own any longer. That I used to polish.
I find this story hard to believe. I have the sneaking suspicion you went out about 3 weeks ago with this fucking idea in your head that I know what I'm going to do when Medea comes out.
Now the Maybelline Cherry Red lipstick, that I may have purchased just specifically.
Oh, wow.
But the shoe polish, that I've had for a while.
Oh, no.
From my vaudeville days.
Oh God, just stop. Oh, quit. Oh, please. Oh, my God.
It's always good to end on a high note.
A high note?
Alright, should we wrap it up?
Fucking sure.
Wasn't it wrapped up a long time ago?
What?